To Be Hero X is an anime from China. So is Caesar 7 and Link Click and a bunch of whole other ones you didn't know existed. The point is, donghwas are way popular in China than it is the rest of the world. Naja 2 is the highest grossing animated film, beating every single Disney and Universal movie there ever was, and most people don't even know it exists. China has their own streaming platforms, their own TikTok, their own Elon Ma. What's famous there is not necessarily famous outside this country. Except those things.
I love them. China.
But throughout the years, we've seen a surge in donghwas making its way globally. You've seen it. I've seen it. Time and time again, they cooked. And this time, they've done it again.
我在北京。
老天保佑，金山银山全部有。
Lin Ling is a marketing boy at a superhero megacorp. He got fired. Yep. In this world where public opinion dictates society, heroes are built on trust value, a system that governs how heroes gain and lose power. It's simple. The more people believe in a hero, the stronger they become. Lose that trust, and you lose your powers. So every hero strives to be the perfect being in everyone's eyes. And this guy is one of them. His name is... Nice. One of the top-ranked heroes of the world, a flawless being trusted by society, the definition of a perfect hero.
Nice.
So he died and the manager came and they abducted Lin Ling, and in the twist of events, Lin Ling became nice. He goes around as his double and defeats the bad guys. Are you seeing the animation? Oh! Fluid and cinematic motion, brushstrokes and smudges on every frame. It's giving Arcane. They got Victor and Echo. It's not easy to replicate because Arcane costs this much to make. To Be Hero X does not have that kind of money. That's why they ditched it 7 episodes in. They blend 3D with 2D animation. With just a beam from a laser, the style completely changes. And all it takes is just one snap to change it all back. It's not a budget issue, no, it's plot. I watched this show for this guy, for the aura farming moments, and he shows up only after 20 episodes. That's not nice. In fact, I don't even know who the main character is. Is it Clark Kent, Iron Woman, Hatsune Miku? I think the superhero trope has been done in so many ways that it's hard to not draw parallels. Lee Hao-ling is the creator of To Be Hero X. He's also the creator of Link Click. He makes the links click. He clicks the links. Link, 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 click, link, click, link, link, click, click. I'm doing an amazing job at explaining the story. But that's how the story goes. It pivots from character to character, story to story, plot to plot, and it all begins and ends here, right at the very start. Episode 1 sets the stage and the rest builds up to the events leading to Nice's suicide. You follow one character for a few episodes, then a random one shows up the next, so in your head you're wondering, how does this all link? Will it even link? But that's the beauty of Lee Hao-ling's storytelling. He has all these ways to throw you off just to pull you back and say, no, you're not watching a different show, just different perspectives of it. It's not simply about superheroes fighting for the crown of X. There's politics and power struggles between corporations. It's giving Lex Luthor, you know, 1A! On the front end, your eyes are spoiled with plenty of fights with stellar animation, while on the back end, you see how the heroes were marketed, the politics that come into play, and the twists that slowly unfold. The first events happen in year 41. Look out for that because we're traveling back between years. It can be quite confusing that you start having doubts that everything is connected. But you gotta trust the process. Let it cook, and by the end of it, it'll all click. Size. What? Get ready, it's fast. 12 episodes, 11 minutes each. You would think it had some sort of similarity with To Be Hero X, but the first episode starts off like this. This is what all 12 episodes look like. It's just ass, 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 and sex every episode, every scene, every minute. I know I've made a video on the most unhinged anime ever, but this is the epitome of unhinged. The stuff they say on here makes me wonder who the fuck greenlit the script.
私のなでなで変身術は完全無欠。どんな姿にも私はなれる。父上なら分かってくださる。寂しい深夜、私は父上の部屋に呼ばれ、異なる女子に姿を変えては朝まで尻尾に付き添って差し上げてきた。
To Be Hero X has Linling disguised and act as a superhero. It's noble, it's grand. This guy falls in the toilet bowl and becomes a superhero. He's a pervert now. He starts harassing his own daughter. It's unhinged. Then there's this buff dude he meets in the toilet. You're not ready for his voice. Ready? The Chinese humor is different from the Japanese. I can't even think of an anime that has this kind of humor. What was meant to be just one episode scouting how things look turned into 2 hours of me just laughing my ass off. I enjoyed it, so I went on to watch the sequel, and this one's slightly less unhinged. To Be Hero X blends 2D with 3D animation. We've seen this in some animes before, but have you ever seen a show that blends languages? To Be Heroine starts off in the real world where the main character speaks in Mandarin, but once she crosses worlds, the language changes. This was intentional artistic direction from the creator. He didn't want it to be another Chinese show dubbed into Japanese. No, he wanted it to feel like a true China-Japan hybrid. In the world of To Be Hero X, heroes were sculpted by the trust of the people. Again, very noble. You strip to use your powers here. It's a power system where the more clothes you have, the more powerful you are. Each piece of clothing represents power, a summon. And not everyone's powerful here, so here I am watching half-naked babies running around in their underwear. They even got Rudius in here as well. This kid's also unhinged, but hey, at least the main character is not a pervert. Never mind. Superheroes are cool. As kids, we wanted to shoot webs from our hands, or have an Omnitrix just so we could dual-wield controllers to beat the racist tryhards on Call of Duty. Come on, it can't be just... There's no denying that superheroes by now are a genre stretched to its limit. We've seen franchises revisited, renewed, redone in more ways than any other genre has to offer. At some point, it just feels exhausting, but they know that. They know the niche is oversaturated. That's why they come up with new premises, new images, new meanings. What if superheroes weren't bitten by a spider? What if they weren't from another planet? What if they weren't a fucking billionaire? What if their powers came entirely from those who support them, those who cheer for them, but in turn, they're the ones who bound their own heroes? It's a very intriguing concept until you take away the superheroes, the fights, the aura farming, and what you're left with is a miserable reflection of our world. A world where self-worth bends beneath the weight of others' opinions. You can be the world's greatest hero one day and lose it all the next just because you say you were fatphobic. So everyone's trying to please everyone, and it creates these fake personas around the heroes. Who's the good guy? Who's the bad? What happens when a hero is put on a pedestal? How will they cope? You see, behind this whole thing is a power system that operates purely on what people believe, who they trust. There is no superpowers in play here, so anyone can be a hero. Yes, anyone can be a hero. You realize none of these guys really have any powers to begin with. They don't have super strength or laser beaming out from their eyes. They're just people. Normal people that wanted to make a change. That's really how it all starts, isn't it? Saitama wouldn't have become One Punch Man if he hadn't saved that kid with the butt chin. Bruce Wayne wouldn't have become Batman if Gordon hadn't put that coat around his shoulders. Deku would have given up being a hero if All Might didn't give that speech. Sometimes, it's those acts of bravery in silence that create heroes and inspire generations. It's not done for views. Most of them did it out of pure heart. Even the fucking dog. There's a hero in all of us. Sometimes it really only takes one person to make that move. One person to give you hope, because young man,
you too can become a hero.
誰もがヒーローになれる。